A common question students ask me, how to get into medical school? If you're watching this video, chances are you want to become a doctor. Medicine offers a chance to serve people and make a real difference in their lives. A doctor combines scientific knowledge and human qualities to cure, treat, and comfort patients. If you're new here, my name is Dr. Erwin Kwun. I'm going to show you the steps involved to become a doctor. First thing first, ask yourself, is medicine for me? While medicine is a rewarding career, it is tough and challenging. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Choosing to become a doctor is an important decision that needs to be considered carefully. There are many good career options besides medicine. It is worth exploring your options before committing to one. It can be difficult to fully understand the realities and the challenges of being a doctor if you're a student applying for medicine. Talking with doctors and arranging work experience cemented my decision to go to med school. If you're serious about joining the medical profession, preparation is key. If you're sure medicine is what you want to do, the first step is to believe in yourself, believe you can do it. Medical schools want to find the best candidate. Application for medicine is very competitive. Academic achievement are important criteria in the selection process. Each university has its own requirement. Chemistry and at least another science subjects are required for undergraduate entry in medicine. I studied chemistry, physics, and math at A-level. Because I didn't have biology at A-level, I ruled out universities that required biology. I still had a range of medical schools to choose from. It's important that you do everything you can to achieve 3 A's at A-level. Most applicants will have top grades. Getting high grade demonstrates your abilities to learn and study. People have described the study at medical school is like drinking from a fire hose. The curriculum is incomparable to what you learn in A-levels. Some universities have specific requirements for GCSEs with English language at a minimum of grade B. I cannot stress the importance of work experience. If you want to become a doctor, it's vital you take the initiative to arrange work experience relevant to healthcare. There are various ways of arranging work experience. It could be an observership at your local hospital, GP surgery. Volunteering in a hospice or nursing home is another opportunity. Interacting with patients, doctors, nurses, and getting a flavor of what it is to work in healthcare is beneficial in your application. To gain experience, I arranged my observership through a GP. You could contact your local hospital, GP surgeries, and express your interest to study medicine and how you could arrange an observership to gain experience. Ideally, try to arrange a work experience over a period of few months, if possible. For example, you could decide to volunteer at a hospice once a week for 6 months. The long-term commitment shows you genuinely care about serving people. You will benefit more from the experience as you foster a relationship with the healthcare workers and residents over time. I recommend you keep a reflective diary of all work experience you do, reflecting on interactions, your emotional response, and your perspectives will enrich your experience. Keeping a diary will remind you of stories you might otherwise forget from your work experience. The diary will be an asset when the time comes to write your personal statement and prepare for interviews. The personal statement is an opportunity to sell yourself. A great personal statement is interesting to read and memorable. The 3 things you need to convey in your personal statement. Firstly, you need to write about the reasons why you want to study medicine, genuine reasons for choosing medicine. Is medicine a calling for you? Avoid clichés such as, since I was 7-year-old, I wanted to become a doctor. The problem with cliché is that it sounds generic. Secondly, what have you done so far to explore medicine? Don't tell but show in your writing the initiatives you have taken to explore medicine. A candidate can show awareness of empathy by recounting an interaction with a nursing home resident. If you reflect on all your work experience, you won't be short of interesting stories. Teamwork in medicine is essential. a candidate might want to write about his observation of teamwork in a multidisciplinary team. You must be prepared to talk about the experience you write if you're asked questions. Last but not least, show that you have what it takes to become a doctor. I recommend you read Tomorrow's Doctor. This is a document published by the GMC. It is a document that specifies the qualities expected of a doctor. This includes good communication skills, being genuinely helpful and caring, is able to work under stress, and is organized. Once you have written your personal statement, ask family, friends, and teachers you trust to read it and give you their honest feedback. You need to refine your personal statement, remove unnecessary sentences, adjust what needs to be changed, and make sure it is proofread. Once you're happy with your personal statement, you can submit it to UCAS. UCAS is a centralized application for universities in the UK. Most universities request candidates to sit University Clinical Aptitude Test, also known as UCAT. It is an aptitude test to evaluate your decision-making and problem-solving skills. UCAT helps medical schools to select candidates with the appropriate mental abilities, attitudes, and professional behavior to be successful doctors. While UCAT does not test your academic knowledge, it's important you prepare 4 to 6 weeks before sitting the test. You need to familiarize yourself with the questions and train yourself to answer them under time constraint. There are books and UCAT practice tests you can use to improve your score. A high UCAT score increases a candidate's chance to secure an interview. Some universities require BMAT. GAMSAT is used by some universities' graduate entry course. The next step is to start thinking about choosing medical school. Research universities, learn about the courses and hospital attachment. The location is also important. You're going to spend the next 5 to 6 years of your life studying medicine. Make sure you choose a university that suits you. I went to a campus university in the north of England. University of Manchester has one of the largest medical schools in the UK. I enjoy living in Manchester. The medical school encouraged self-directed learning. I didn't have many lectures. The teaching was mainly delivered through problem-based learning, PBL. As a group, we discussed a case and came up with our own learning objectives, and then went away to gather all information and study privately. Then each student came back and presented the finding to the group and the facilitator. This method of teaching might not suit everyone. Some universities deliver more traditional methods, which include lectures and didactic teaching. Once you have submitted your UCAS application, the next step is being invited to an interview. My first medicine interview offer was from Newcastle University. I still remember one of the interviewees asked why you want to study in Newcastle. I didn't prepare for that question and wasn't sure what to say. As you can imagine, it didn't go well because I was not ready. My second interview came from University of Manchester. I was more prepared and the experience from the first interview helped. I was interviewed by a panel of people. The questions were predictable. Why do you want to study medicine? There's a new format of interview an increasing number of universities use, the multiple mini interviews, also known as MMIs. MMIs are more task-focused. Candidates are assessed through a series of stations, each testing for different qualities. You might be asked to interact with patients, deal with ethical scenarios, or problem solve. First impression matters. If you're attending a medicine interview, make sure you dress the part. Ladies, consider wearing a suit, a nice blouse. Gentlemen, make sure you suit up. Wear a nice shirt and tie. Clean your shoes. It's important you look sharp and feel confident at your interview. I highly recommend you prepare for the interview. The interview is the last step before you're offered a seat to study medicine. My first advice is to read current NHS Hot topics. It's important that you read what's current in the NHS. This will show that you're clued up if you ask questions about NHS topics. It's important that you read and understand medical ethics. These values include respect for autonomy, non-maleficence, beneficence, and justice. Knowing these 4 principles will help you to explore an ethical scenario if you're faced with one in one of the stations. My last advice is to practice, practice, and practice. It's very important that you practice and role play the scenarios in interview. Your communication skills, your interpersonal skills will be evaluated at the interview. Make sure that you practice. Be mindful when you answer questions at the interview that you sound spontaneous with passion and emotion. You don't want to sound robotic. If you're not successful first time, remember, there's no failure, there's feedback. I recommend you request feedback from the university to improve your application next time. Thank you for watching this video till the end. I'd like to wish you every success in your application. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, don't forget to subscribe for new video every Thursday. Take care everybody, bye bye.